Folks, welcome. It all starts out with a bass line and then it unfolds from there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome, good people. Welcome, welcome to Live-ish at SpragueLand, episode 19, I believe. Copenhagen Mist. That first song was one of mine called Sequoia, written on a family vacation. Steph, you remember that vacation?
I sure do. That was really beautiful and fun.
With the big trees.
Yeah.
And then I took a little interlude and I wrote a song, and it took a long time for us to kind of get it together and kind of record it and start playing it. It's a tune from our latest CD that we just released called Copenhagen Mist. And I say CD, I should correct myself because these days we don't make CDs anymore. It goes right live to Spotify and Apple Music, and no CDs. There becomes a resurgence, but that's how it is so far. The project came to be right when COVID hit. All of our gigs, of course, fell through, and me and the band, and I'm going to introduce them in a second, we all got together and started recording songs at my studio here at SpragueLand, and we have enough for 3 albums, and I released the first, and they're all sort of new songs. I wrote a bunch of new ones, and we also did some like Sequoia, for instance, which I had written a long time ago and never got around to playing. Not that because it's not good. I don't know. I don't know why but we had the time, and that's how we brought it out. So we are here at SpragueLand in Leucadia. Tell us where you are from. It looks like a lot of people were doing that. If you write "I'm from" in the chat, your name will magically appear on our globe map, and it's kind of fun.
And the keyword is "from," correct, Peter?
Thank you. Perfect, Steph. Yes. The keyword is "from." So you want to say, I'm Jim and I'm from Barstow, my favorite town. All right. Let me introduce you to the band. That's Duncan Moore. He's playing the drums. Duncan. And Dunk, I thought it'd be fun for you to share to the audience. You're really into your bike, and you've got not only been doing rides, but you've got some stuff planned. Tell us about it, man.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I've been doing a lot of riding in San Diego for the last, whatever year and a half, and largely it's been the thing that's helped me stay sane through the pandemic, and a safe way to stay sane. And I'm continuing on with it, and now that things are opening up again, I'm going to go up to Seattle in August to visit my son, and we're going to do some bicycling. He's also a cyclist, so
very nice.
He's going to turn me on to all kinds of cool rides up there.
Good, man. Well, we're going to miss you. We're going to try to plan the live streams around. If you're gone, then we're going to all take a...
Well, that's nice of you. Whatever you can do. I won't be gone too long.
All right. And on bass, ladies and gents, beautiful playing. That's Mac Layton playing the bass. And Mac, I know you're going to go on. God, I hope all these vacations coincide correctly. So tell folks where you're headed this summer.
Yeah, so actually, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. On the 21st, it's my birthday, actually, so I'm going to take...
The 21st of what month?
Of this month. So in like 10 days or whatever that is.
Hey, is that the solstice?
It's the solstice.
You're a cosmic kid, man.
It's the universe's present to me every year as the longest day of the year. It's nice.
You get more presents that way.
That's right. But yeah, I'm going to drive out to... so I have a cousin who's got a farm out in Fort Collins, Colorado. I'm going to drive out there and hang out with him for like a week. And then my wife, Michaela, is going to fly out to Denver, and I'm going to pick her up, and we'll drive back and see some of her family in Arizona on the way.
Great, Mac. That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
looking forward to it.
And then Tripper, well, that's my brother, Trip Sprague. He's playing flute, sax, and piano tonight. Brother Trip, you got to tell him that I just got a text from Trip's wife, Sophia, and it was like a bulletin board with this, like a month-long road trip planned and mapped out. So Trip, tell us what part of that. Are you doing the whole thing? Or?
Well, I'm not doing quite the whole thing, but we bought a van. Somehow it's fun to say that. The family bought a the family bought a van and pretty ambitious. My wife and 2 kids are going for a month. I'm going for probably 12 days and then maybe a little bit later on. But basically kind of like Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and then San Francisco, Seattle, Washington, stuff like that.
Nice.
And yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And my kids are 20 and 24, and apparently they want to go. So how cool is that?
That is deluxe. You're doing something right as a dad. All right, well, that's great. Summer trips planned, and then look, we're going to just tune in with Stephanie. She's my wife, Stephanie. How about a hand for her? Stephanie does so much for these gigs, and we are loving that she's here working the chat. So, Steph, we just check on with her if we've got any comments about sound, if we're doing okay with sound.
Oh, that's nice. It's fun to work here with all you guys, for sure. Yes, the people that spoke about the sound have all positive things to say. Peter Rayhill, mix is good. Other people saying it's great. Barbara Wise, James McLean, and Rita Hoffman.
Great. Those are all trustworthy earsmiths.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, and we'll check in with Steph a little bit later. Let's move on to another tune. This is also, most of the songs tonight are from the new record. The new what do we call it? Brian, what do we call it when it's not a record anymore? Or it's album. There you go.
There you go. It's an album.
Okay. The new album. This is the song. I have a guitar that sits in my car just for these moments when I'm driving, and I was caught in an Interstate 5 massive traffic jam, and I wrote this, the basic form of this tune. I call it Boppy, because it's a bebop tune. Boppy Cartoon. Boppy Cartoon. All right. Everyone good?
Yep.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boppy Cartoon. Sweetness. All right, folks. Hey, well, listen, I'm going to switch guitars, but while I do that, let's tune in with Brian. And this is our famous man from Palm Springs, Digital Brian, and he's the one that codes while we play. Codes mean not coding meaning heart attack, coding meaning...
Peter, I'm sorry, can I butt in real quick?
Sure.
Someone wanted to know, Robert was asking, what guitar brand maker are you playing there?
Oh, okay. This guitar, is that Robert Bush?
No.
Okay, some guy named Robert. This is made by Andy Powers, and he's also the main fellow that's running Taylor Guitars and designing guitars. And he was on one of our episodes. He was on the Alison Krause's episode of Sprague Live at SpragueLand. He's also a really good guitarist and a fine person, and he makes great guitars. I have that double neck that's sitting over there. That's also made by him. I have a bunch of his guitars, and anyway, he's a real favorite. So back to Digital Brian. He's going to share some of his insight of what's going on in the world of coding and maps. Okay. Digital Brian.
Okay, let me put my AED machine away here for a moment. So we have good representation tonight. A number of different people. Chrissy up in Montreal. Thanks. Good
That's
to
your
see
daughter.
You. Yeah, that's my daughter. We have somebody in Boston. We've got definite heavy contingent in Southern California. Deirdre is holding up the front in the Midwest. We have a couple obscurities over here on the other side of the world. We have somebody watching from Manila this evening, Genio Diaz.
And I think that's legit.
Yeah,
I do. It'd be easy if Gary Schaefer, if he was on.
You know, I was going to talk to Gary because Gary, you went ahead and you sent in your location, which I thought was fantastic, Copenhagen. But what you have, send it back in again. Say from Copenhagen. Leave all the other stuff off because I got confused with the end of the line there. So do that. We want to see Copenhagen up there. So we're looking good for the night show. I think we've got close to 110, 120 viewers at this point in time.
Nice.
So people are getting on board. Of course, we still need a little bit better representation in the chat, and I'm hoping they're still going to rally here yet tonight.
What does that mean, rally in the chat?
Okay, so they have to, given we have probably maybe 20 or 25 people sitting in the chat right now that are on the map, there's room for at least 75 more people to put their location on the map.
Well, okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay, got it?
Yeah, but no pressure though.
Okay, got it.
Because it's all about fun and hanging. All right.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Brian. Let's do another song. This is called Pakala Fields. Pakala is, I'm a big fan, and trippers and as well, and a lot of surfers love going to the island of Kauai for surfing, and there's a spot there called Pakala, and there's a field that one has to pass through to get to the place, and this is a very serene setting. So this is called Pakala Fields.
Peter's a piano on.
Thank you, Trip. Thank you. There you go. Trip's playing piano on this. Thank you. Hey, how about a special hand for Trip on piano? That was a really good solo, and he had a bit of choreography there. I hope
I had like 9/10 of a second to switch.
I saw that. I saw that coming. That was really incredible.
I almost made it too.
Yeah, you didn't quite. You got real close. All right. Hey, so how we run these shows. Oh, and I have to mention that this show is partially sponsored by the Merc, and it's a jazz club up in Temecula. Thanks. And we play there. Well, we were playing there, and they're going to start music. I think in August. But they're a great venue, and they've been doing summer live stream concerts, and this one is part of their series. And it's Sherry Williams, and a wonderful jazz singer and a sponsor, and we send our thanks to her and the whole gang over there at the Merc, and we can't wait to be back there. Now, also, we play for mostly tips, and there's a tip jar there. There's QR codes at the side of the screen, and if you point your phone there, it magically will make you come up to Venmo or PayPal, and it makes paying money so fun. It's almost like it's a game, and it's not real, but it is. It's fantastic. So if you feel inspired, you guys have been so great over the course of these concerts. We aren't getting rich, but we put a lot of effort into it, and it's a neat payback. So thank you so much for that. We will show that tip stuff at the end too, so no worries on that. Let's turn it over to my wife Stephanie. What's going on in the chat, Steph?
Hi, yes, very active. People are having lots of good things to say, and they like the tech and the switching. So.
Oh,
Steve, yes.
Yeah, Steve.
And liking those beautiful photos. I have to say I loved it too. So, I just want to say that we have a lot of fans in the neighborhood that are
we do?
checking in. And since Peter and I got our little dog, we've really kind of had a resurgence of meeting up with people. And that's been really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really great. We're getting to know the neighborhood, and there's dog walkers, but there's also just regular walker people.
Yeah. It seems like slowly but surely, if you live in Leucadia, you have to have a couple sheds and a small Chihuahua mix.
Puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a very important question from Peter Rahill. Are you a goofy foot surfer?
I switch foot, but I'm mainly a regular foot. I'm a regular foot, Peter. That means that I stand with my left foot forward, but if the wave isn't too intense, I can also switch foot, and that's kind of a rare thing that feels goofy but super fun.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hope everyone is safe and healthy. And I feel like we have a couple super fans. I can't mention them all, but I just want to mention Deidre Moore. She is
super
definitely
fan.
a super fan.
And
thank you.
It's actually Deirdre.
Go ahead.
It's actually Deirdre, my sister. But the reason I mentioned the correct pronunciation is she's been living with mispronunciations of her name for her entire life. So a shout out to Deirdre.
Okay.
Let's all say Deirdre.
Deirdre. Duncan was just saying that her name's hard to pronounce, and it's Deirdre.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did I get it right down? Yeah. Okay. And that's it? Oh, thanks, Steph, for that. That's beautiful. All right. So the next tune we're going to play is a Beatles song. We like to play Beatles songs on most of their shows, and this is one called "Drive My Car." You'll recognize it. Well, you might not recognize it because Tripp and those guys had a comment. They said, "Peter, this is the most jazz damaged of all my Beatles arrangements." And most of the time you can recognize this song, but this one's pretty hidden. But if you know the song, you'll hear key parts of it. But it's hard. It was a hard arrangement to come by because to stay true to their thing, because it's that's the melody. Okay, let's see. Oh, and you guys are showing some of the Beatles cars. Is that right, Brian?
That's correct. What we have is a little bit of the Beatles car. We thought we wanted to get in the vibe here in the mode. These are all the different cars that they drove throughout their entire career here. So note I have the names down below, whose cars was which. Kind of take it all in. Some are pretty psychedelic, some are pretty standard. George was definitely a race car aficionado.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's looking cool. Just a little bit of background video.
A little bit of background. All right. So drive my car. Here it comes. Dunk, why don't you count it off if you can? Baby, Won't You Drive My Car? And the Beatles were into cars, especially, as Brian said before, George, right? George was a racer.
Indeed. He used to hang around with Tommy Smothers, and they'd hit the tracks together, actually in some serious races, yeah.
Nice. Hey, next up, we have a special treat. We have this song that I wrote called Copenhagen Mist, and we have Sinne, who is the gal that I met years ago and is from Denmark. It lives in Copenhagen, and she has been here in the States touring, and we've done some touring, and I've been over twice to do touring with her all over Denmark. And she's going to sing this tune with us. It's magical how it happens, and I talked to her this morning. She's in Venice, Italy, and you can chime in on the conversation we had. So this is Sinne. Ladies and gentlemen, Sinne Eeg, and where are you from? Where are you right now, Sinne?
Look, I'm in Venice.
Venice. How did you arrive there?
We drove.
Did you drive all the way from Denmark?
Well, no, actually, I'm lying. Barney, my husband, drove, and I took a plane. No, but we'll drive home together. So because that now the restrictions are, not so tough anymore, so we're allowed to go traveling in Europe.
Really?
So we thought, like, while there's no tourist here, almost no tourists, it's a unique opportunity to see Venice, without, being squeezed together with millions of other people.
Love it. So how did you did the recording? Tell our fans how you did the recording, because I noticed from previous shots the background, and this was new. So how did that all happen?
Yeah, how did that happen? It's because Vani and we bought a little cute house south of Rome, and we're kind of renovating it and making it look nice. And so I brought my microphone and my computer. So it's a little village called Norma. And I set it up in the living room of this house, and I recorded it.
And then
Vani was holding my iPhone and filming me, and he was trying to get the best angle, so otherwise the microphone would block my whole face. So he was like, his arms were shaking.
Let him know that he did a good job. It's smooth looking. And then how you got the information to me?
Yeah. Because we don't have internet yet, so I figured when we got to Venice there would be a hotel with a good internet connection, but it's hardly working, and it took me hours to upload. I mean, I couldn't even open like a normal web page. That would take maybe 10 minutes, and I don't know. What I did was I used my mobile data.
Right.
So I'm almost out of it, and I'm using even more
right now.
But anything for you, Peter.
Oh, that is so kind. Well, tell me, Sinne, in closing, what's going on for you this summer? Are things starting to open up and gigs starting to happen?
Yes, and we just got the wonderful news today that they're kind of ending most restrictions on July 1st. So, for example, the Copenhagen Jazz Festival is happening, but without as many international artists as usual, of course. But we're allowed to play concerts also indoors. And I mean, the past year, the lockdown has been on and off. And even when we haven't been under lockdown, that was the fish. Oh. Even when we haven't been under lockdown, we have been able to do concerts, but with very limited audience. So it has been really tough for the venues to make business. So, but I think it's going to be like almost back to normal from July 1st. So we're just so happy. Yeah.
Well, great. And I know my friend Brian, who's part of our show, he was doing a little research on the Copenhagen Jazz Festival and saw a listing for you and the bass player.
And Thomas Funnesbeck and I are
Yes.
doing a concert. Yeah, we just released our second duo album.
I can't wait. And man,
Yeah.
remember when that one gig in Copenhagen that we played with him on bass?
Yes.
That
So we're
dude-
going to play in the same venue. That was so much fun.
That is, and that guy's an
little
amazing
club called
player.
Drop In.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, it'll be fun to share this little video with our fans, and
Yeah.
we rehearsed with the track yesterday, and it sounds so good.
Fantastic.
And so,
I really love the song. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, we'll do it together sometime when we're together
Yes.
next. And can't wait till you come back to the U.S.
Me neither. I'll be back in October actually. For
Great.
just a short trip. Yeah.
Okay. And are you coming to the West
let's
Coast?
try to do something. Yeah, just like for maybe 4 days or something.
Okay. We'll do a
We
live
might be able
stream.
to
How
do
about
something.
that? All right. Well, lots of love. Say hi to Barney for me, and
I will.
enjoy Venice.
I will. I am.
Okay.
Have fun.
All right. Bye-bye. And our sound is back on, Steve? Yep. So now we're going to do this song, and how is Sinne, who I spoke with this morning, who's in Venice, how is she going to play with us? You'll have to ask Digital Brian later on the chat. Ask him the tech behind this. All right, guys, all set? One bar, click.
Wings spread in flight, the hush of rain, the moon gold light, a flash of flame. What is, what was, conspires and draws me close to you. The heat of fire, a breath, a breeze, a heart's desire, a soul at ease. It sparks because your love, it draws me close to you. In harmony, hand in hand, we reminisce how we walk in Copenhagen Mist. How your eyes, they come alive in silence and sound. And you belong to water, earth, and air. You're everything, you're everywhere. With a smile that comes straight from the sun, and the love that's unbound. As coils of time unspool and fall, is fate's design behind it all. What is, what was, conspires and draws your love arrive, swept up in a beautiful tide, walking in Copenhagen Mist, my love and I. your eyes, they come alive in silence and sound. And you belong to water, earth and air. You're everything, you're everywhere, with a smile that comes straight from the sun and a love that's unbound. Yeah, as coils of time unspool and fall, is fate's design behind it all. What is, what was, conspires and draws your love arrive, swept up in a beautiful tide, walking in Copenhagen Mist, my love and I, hand in hand through the Copenhagen Mist.
Yes. Really nice. That is so cool. That song, I have to give a shout out to Randy Phillips. How about a hand for Randy Phillips? She wrote the lyrics to that song, and her and myself and I, how to word that. Her and I have written a lot of songs, and we have a whole some stuff coming soon, a whole set of songs that we've written. Plus, we have a Pat Metheny project that we're just rounding the bin, putting out with lyrics that Randy wrote to Pat Metheny's songs. So we'll keep you in the loop on that. All right, we're going to check in with my lovely wife Stephanie and see what she's got from the Chatmeister Steph.
All right. Somebody mentioned maybe 1 or 2 decibels on Duncan's hi-hat.
Up or down?
They must want more of it. It could never be less.
Okay, I'll give it to him.
And lots of comments about how beautiful the songs are, Peter.
Nice.
And loving the arrangements. And, of course, the musicians are playing so fantastic. It's just gorgeous. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you, Steph. We're going to tune in with Digital Brian, and because we're talking about Copenhagen, he's got a little adventure for us to take. So, Brian, what's up, man?
Okay, first of all, Peter, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's our birthday tomorrow. 1 year since the first Live-ish from SpragueLand appeared.
Yes.
So we got a little birthday cake sitting on. Okay, so just wanted to acknowledge the event.
And let's just revisit that first live stream we did. We hadn't done anything like it, and so when we turned on the go button, we all were nervous. Do you remember that, Duncan?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, now it's gone full circle after a year and more of this. Now we're terrified to go play live gigs.
Oh, it's just a great life, ladies and gents. Okay, back to Digital Brian. What you got for us?
So what I wanted to show, we're going to take a look at a number of different things. First of all, I don't know if people really know what Denmark is, but Denmark is labeled one of the happiest places in the world, and usually it's in the top 5. So I thought we'd kind of dig into that a little bit and give people a perspective of what's Denmark, what's Copenhagen. So, okay, here you see the rankings here, and of course you see number 5 is Copenhagen and Denmark. Notice you also have the number 2 slot.
No, this is ratings for happiness, content.
Global rankings of cities for the happiest cities in the world.
Okay,
they go all the way from top to bottom. And so Copenhagen is number 5, and Aarhus is number 2, which is also in Denmark.
Yes.
And you'll notice that on the top 10 or so, it's pretty much the Nordic countries that are in the top 10.
Okay.
And
where do we rank?
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look too good that way. USA kind of kicks in around number 18 and beyond. And
you know what? They must have not taken the poll here at SpragueLand.
So just to give perspective, yeah, Denmark is about 6 million people. It's about the size of 2/3 of West Virginia. To give you perspective, that's how big the country is. And they have this motto called "Hygge," which apparently means loosely means coziness or security. But if you look that up, everybody talks about it, and it means so much more. They keep saying that. It means a lot more than that. But
they can't translate it into English.
Translate it, yeah.
Well, next time we see Sinne, we're going to have to ask her about Hygge.
And of course, when you think of Denmark, what do you think? You think of Danish, of course. You think of Legos, right? And Legos, of course, probably most people didn't know that Lyle Mays was a big Lego guy. And here's Lyle sitting there making a massive castle, he took it to the next level like he always does. Lego themselves actually have like a Jazz Studio ECM Records Lego set where they show Pat Metheny and Lyle Mays. They have the producer Manfred Eicher for ECM Records. It's pretty classic. You just gotta love it. So moving along, what else about Denmark? Little Mermaid is a big thing everybody talks about, and here it is, Little Mermaid. Everybody says, you gotta see this. Well, Disney looked at that and said, we can do that. We'll just flip her around the other direction. And now we got another Little Mermaid. And that was quite a big hit as well. So moving along, we have Kihum is kind of the entertainment, arts, and tourist district that a lot of people go to, a lot of different restaurants and cafes, and that's the picture that notably you used on your...
Brian, too close to the mic.
I'm sorry. That you used on your Copenhagen
I
Mist
did,
CD.
and then you see the picture that I selected had mist, but I like that other picture too.
Yours looks good as well. So the other thing, Tivoli Gardens is another place. There's the Orson Bridge.
I've been to some of these places.
Okay, Long Bridge, Norway to Sweden. There's castles all over the place, museums and so forth, shopping. But the main attraction, in my eye, and probably most people viewing this show, is this summer when Sinne Eeg plays at the Copenhagen Jazz Festival.
Yep.
Now, this is no small-time event. They have 110 concerts, 260,000 people show up regularly at this show. I don't know what it's going to be looking like this year.
Well, remember on my conversation with Sinne this morning, she said that it was going to happen, but not as many international artists.
Okay,
yeah.
Got it. Okay, so we didn't get to hear that, actually.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so I was looking at, I took a look at all the different people that have played at these concerts, and this is just like the first year that they knocked them off. It says 79 is Weather Report and Ella Fitzgerald and Count Basie and all those people. But I figured we should take a look at somebody that maybe.
Yeah, like Diane Reeves.
Yeah.
Has she played at it? I've never played with her there, but I'm curious.
Indeed, she did. She played in '99. She played in 2001. She played in 2003. She played in 2004, 2006, 2009, 2010, 11, 13, and 15. So apparently they liked her. That's all I can deduce from that. What else could you say about that? So that's pretty much it. That's the Denmark Copenhagen extravaganza, and all I can say is hygge to you too, Peter.
Oh, nice, Brian. That dude, while some of us are watching our favorite TV shows, he's coding, he's doing research, he's a vital part of the Live-ish at SpragueLand adventure. That's Brian Baltazar. Digital Brian, thank you so much.
How about Brian starting a jazz history online course?
Oh, no.
All right, next song we're going to play. We have a couple more for you. In fact, just two more for you. So this one's called Kornel Blues, written for a fellow that we all met a couple years back named Kornel Fekete Kovacs, a Hungarian trumpet player, fantastic musician, composer. I heard a piece that he played with orchestra. It was just incredible. And good. There's a picture of him up there. That's super cool. Great looking guy. So he, at the beginning of COVID, he had an idea to do something that he called a song virus. The the COVID virus was circulating, so he circulated a song virus. And what he did is he had these core set of 12 notes, I think, that he started it, he passed it on to somebody else. They took those 12 notes, they did what they made a song out of it. And he did that to a lot of people. And
Wasn't it like just 9 of the 12 notes?
Well, okay, maybe. I forget how many notes, but did he contact you too? Triple?
No, but I heard about it, and I think it was 9 notes.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah, it'd be a chromatic scale.
yeah, right. You could use any note.
Yeah. So it was probably 9 notes. Thanks for that. And what do you come up with 9 notes? And everyone came up with different songs, and this is the song that I came up with 9. It started out with, you had to start out with their 9 notes, and you'll hear that at the intro. And then once it launches from there, we go into some other stuff. So it's called Kornel Blues. Am I on the right guitar? Yes. All right. Got the tempo for us, Dunk, there? All right, folks, Kornel Blues. We have a CD giveaway. This is going to be led by Mr. Tripp. So, Tripp, are you equipped to
Yes.
to lead it? So the CD is going to end up being a gift from us. Whoever gets answers the question correctly.
Because we are no longer printing CDs, that sounds so sad. Tonight's prize will be a signed copy by the whole band of a one-off CD of Copenhagen Mist, the song we played earlier, a true collector's item. And watch out, give it a couple years, and you just might find it. It might fund your next family vacation to Copenhagen or Barstow. So, Peter, what version of Copenhagen Mist is this?
Well, it's the mixes that went out to the streaming service.
Oh, on the latest project.
Yeah, the latest project.
Okay.
So it's exactly what you would get if you went streaming, but you get our autograph.
Right. Okay. And so on our the question is, here's the question. Is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
On our new album, what's the name of the fourth track, which is also a food that, as a kid, both me and Peter could not stomach? Okay, so put your answers in the chat.
We'll address it next time.
We'll have a judge checking it, and we're going to play another song.
Yeah, one more song for you. This is called this is a hard one. Cidade Praiana, and it means beach town in Portuguese, and it's a samba that I wrote that has sort of a beach flavor to it.
Why don't they just say beach town?
Yeah, they mean me. Well, it sounds sort of it's Brazilian. There's a reason, but you're probably right. I should have just called it beach town.
It's exotic.
Yeah, it's exotic, and it's a tongue twister. Cidade Praiana, beach town. All right, you got it for us, Don?
Give me a second here. Let me get ready here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Cidade Praiana. Thank you so much, folks. We're going to tune in with Trip right now. Trip, what's this? No, actually, we need to find out who. Well, what first?
Let me give the answer.
There you go.
Okay. It was a type of food, name of a song, and the answer is onions.
Did anyone get it right?
1 second. Yes, indeed, they did.
Good.
It looks like there's 3 winners. I'll go back and take another look. But we had Salt Block Party was a winner, which kind of goes well with onions, I guess. I don't know. Gail Schultz was another winner, and Barbara Mikulik was another.
Gail Schultz is my aunt.
Oh, okay, good. Now, the second runner-up, I thought this was one of the better ones. Mary Lou Schultz put in octopus.
Hey, she lives right in the neighborhood. Oh, that's good.
I like that one.
Did anyone get it right?
Yeah, well, yeah, those 3 that I mentioned got onions.
Oh, they did.
Yes.
Well, then, and you left.
I gave you the first 3 where they were all onions, and then we had Mary Lou with octopus, which I
love it.
Was a good.
Okay, so you 3 winners. I'll get. Let me write. Let's see. I'll make a note. We'll make a note. We got to get some more CDs signed, but we'll make 3 CDs and we'll send them out to you. So what you have to do is send me your note, and I have your information there with Brian, but send me a note with your address and we'll get them out to you. So congratulations. Onions, a great food now as a grown-up, but as a kid it just was hard to stomach, as Trip said. All right, let me tell you one more time with who's in the band. We have Mac Layton playing the bass. Mac Layton. And Duncan Moore is on the drums. Duncan Moore. Trip Sprague, saxophone, flute, and piano, multi-instrumentalist. We've got Digital Brian. How about a hand for him? Steve Grant, a switcher. If you like the images coming out, he's incredible. And of course, my wife Stephanie, Flory, but Sprague. Stephanie Flory Sprague on Chatmeister. Steph, any closing remarks?
Well, just thanks again, everybody, for listening. We couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't be here without you, so that it makes it really fun. And thank you for anyone if they donate. That again helps keep it all going. Mm-hmm. And there's a first-time chatters, Nancy and Johnny. Want to welcome them. Mm-hmm. And along with support from everybody, Sherry Williams, a special shout out.
Indeed, Sherry Williams, big hand
for her support
over there at the Merc.
Yeah,
fantastic.
And just want to say hi to Alex, Liz, and Christian Geisey. Some family.
Her family, her sisters and relatives. Beautiful. All right, so, and yes, we were mentioning the tip jar, and it really keeps the show running. We have a ton of gear, and some of the tips helped. They helped a lot. But mostly we took money out of our bank account to pay for the gear. But the shows are looking good, right? Have you noticed this camera that's on me keeps moving? That's called a slider. That was a new invention. Okay, and coming up next, live-ish, in about 2 weeks, we're doing a show that we're calling Ocean Song, Earth Song, and it's featuring John Opera Cook, Gunnar Biggs on bass, and me and a guest vocalist, Aubrey Johnson, and she's going to sing a song by Lyle Mays, our favorite piano player, and she's the niece of Lyle Mays. She lives in New York City. We've been in touch, and we're hoping it all works out. It looks like it's going to be a song that she knows through Lyle, one of Lyle's songs. So look for that. And did you show that little poster there, Steve?
Yep.
Good, thanks. I can't tell what's going on. All right, so that is the story. It was a really fun night. Hey, one last hand for Cox Cable, because now it seemed to work, correct? It worked. We did a test stream yesterday and it didn't work, but we had backup. We have Steve's phone just in case. So love being with you guys. Till the next show, keep the sky in your head. Cidade Praiana. Adios. Thank you.